morning, son. Right, nice cup of tea to start off with. What we're going to do today is go into photos and take out little annoying things which you probably didn't spot when you shot, but you see them there and you think, oh, if only that wasn't there. After that, I'll show you how we can actually take it into the filter gallery, produce illustrations, mosaics, things like that. I'll show you that. Anyway, first of all, let's change the big photo across from my head. Lovely photo of you and Gracie. Right, what we're going to do first is blow that up. It's a bit low res because I've taken it off your Facebook page. But obviously, you've got a nice big tree up there growing out your head. Now, I know your head's wild, but you know, you don't really need that extra. First of all, we've got the top area, up this area, and we'll see little plaster tool. It's like a little plaster. It's a spot healing brush. Click on that, and all you do is that. Can you see how it's just taking the area out? It's just... Now, you may get a bit of grayness coming back in because you're a grey old sod, but it actually works out all the colours around the area and helps through artificial intelligence to take them out. Now up here, you can see. Now we're not even really trying. This is just complete machine learning. Just tap that out a bit. Again, if you want to change the size of your brush, you go up there, or you can do it on the key commands, which I tend to do, which are the brackets, which take it up a bit. So it's come back in now. Now, if you've gone too far, Command Z, which is undoing basically. Now you've still got that sort of, I'll try and go a bit bigger. You've still got this definite sort of blodge area where the shadow of the plant was. Now the old-fashioned way before that, all that magic came along, was cloning. So you go to the clone tool up here, your areas. Now what you have to do for that is hit Alt on your keyboard and go up here. See this opacity there. Keep it normal. There's lots of other areas, but keep it normal. Opacity. Start off low. So start off maybe 20%. What you're doing is copying that area there over there, but you're going to fade it in slowly. So you see, just slowly, and you start losing that area. Now you still got a bit down there. You can increase the opacity obviously to make it a bit stronger, but I always tend to work in waves. Just keep it. So there we are. That's taking that one tree out. We'll take this one out here because that is a bit of a distraction for the time being. Now there's ways we can lasso it and change it, but I tend to, it's the old-fashioned way, but for me it's easier. Use the clone tool. So if you grab there and grab there, now take this opacity up a bit because it's because you, but enough, you're on the phone. I'll put it on hold for a second. And we're back from our little phone call, son. Right, as we were up here with the cloning tools. Where are we? There. And I'm going to increase the opacity a bit here. Have a look. Right. There's your shop. You can see there's still work to do there. I don't want to spend all day doing it, but I would spend a lot more time just taking these, just suck it down a bit. Anyway, we're there. Next thing I'm going to do is we'll just crop this a bit to make it a bit more. But no, first of all, we're going to lighten it. Needs a bit of lighting, so we go to the old curves, drag the curve up to give you more contrast and lightness. Lovely. Now, what I would normally do is go in and mess around with the eyes and stuff, these areas, and clean them all up and stuff. But I've showed you tutorials on that before, so let's just crop it for the time being. There we go. Yeah, luckily you've got the rule of 2/3 with these little bars. Nice. Yep. Okay, lovely shot. Now we want to turn that into an illustration or a mosaic. What we're going to do now is go to an area called, in the top bar, filter, and we go to filter gallery. Now what that does is gives you a whole area. Now up the top here you've got artistic, right at the top, artistic. This will allow you to change this picture into any format you want. Cutout's good. I've used cutout before a few times, because what it does, you can actually change your levels, and it makes it abstract your edges. You can really make it very, very abstract if you want. Very, very clever. So you've got all these areas what you can change. It's good. Then you've got, I just load John. When you get going through it, dry brush. Again, you can change your brush size. You make it almost like an almost illustration. Gotta go. So my phone's gone again. 1 second. Right, so sorry about that. Another phone call came in. Right, so we were at doing these different filters for textures and stuff, and you can see how you can change it. Let's go to fresco, texture, and they look like oil paintings. Brush detail, you can higher and lower. Rough pastels, poster edges, that's good. You can use poster edges, which is very, very good. Go to black and white ones, invert them, chrome, brush strokes you've got here. So you go to, well, all these, you can print them off and save them and cross hatching. But again, they're all adjustable. If you go move it to the top of the page, you'll see that area there. Watercolor. Okay, let's go for texture big, and shadow big. So that big. Brush size, brush detail tighter, less. Great. This allows you to play around with your photos, save them, and print them out, and put them in little frames, or print them as canvases. Go to bonus print and it'll let you sort it out, mate. Alright, mate, that's it. I'll finish my cup of tea now because it's still getting cold after all the phone calls. And let me just get my big head on the screen before we go. A lot of fade. Look at this. Fade. See you soon, son. Shazam!